30 most scary camping moments caught on camera. That is what we are watching today. You guys love a scary camping video. I love a scary camping video. It has stopped me from going camping, so I'm so glad that we watched them. This video comes from Mystery Man, so if you like the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Reddit user Godzilla Mecha
Mystery Man
68 shared this chilling photo taken near his cabin at night. In the shadows of the forest, there is an unclear figure that stands out. It's not clear what this figure is, whether it's a person, a ghost, a skinwalker, or something else entirely. If it's just a person, why
Mate,
are
the
they
fact they just
standing
stood there.
and what could they be doing?
Oh, what the
While
hell?
camping in Ontario, Canada, Redditor No Adagio 6743 went sailing and filmed the picturesque surroundings. However, his footage reveals something truly unexpected.
Mate, if I see it... I was about to say if I see a face, but...
A big dark creature can be seen walking on the island. Its wide, swinging arms and unusual gait don't resemble typical human movement. Instead,
This is where we find out there's actually a nudist beach. There.
it's more like how people
And it's just a big...
describe Bigfoot.
I wasn't going to say Bigfoot, I was going to say big
The
overweight
camera was
man.
exploring the woods when he came across an old, abandoned house. He heard some strange noises, so he grabbed his camera, hoping to capture a small animal. Instead, a creepy figure emerged from the darkness and rushed directly towards the man.
No. Oh my god, I paused it and unpaused it at the same time. That's so weird.
The man, clearly frightened, sprints away at full
Bloody
speed,
hell, mate.
escaping the terrifying encounter.
How can I...
During a camping trip, two friends were filming their playful dog. As they recorded, they suddenly caught something terrifying. An eerie ghost figure appeared in the top left corner of the video. The figure was visible for just a moment before it vanished into thin air. The friends were astonished by the unexpected sighting, as they'd been exploring the woods regularly and had never experienced anything like this before.
What the hell?
In October 2017,
Also, I'm aware that my camera was partly in the way, but it did move eventually, so I was alright. Also, I've changed the settings on my mic, so please tell me if it doesn't sound as good or if you want me to change it back, or... because I just want it to be a bit more crisp.
Christian Garcia posted a YouTube video titled Witch on the Road. It shows a motorcyclist traveling on a dark, lonely forest road when he suddenly encounters something truly unexpected. A person with grey hair sitting by the roadside. It remains still and doesn't acknowledge the motorcycle's headlights. The cyclist initially drives away, but soon returns. He approaches the person, but gets no real response.
Bro, if it gets up and runs to...
Señor.
Oh my god. He's turned his bike... He's turned his bike off. Has he not ever seen a single horror movie? Like, I can't be the only one that thinks this is completely wrong.
Hola, señora.
Hola.
Feeling uneasy,
Wait.
he leaves the person behind in the dark. Reddit user Ungovernable Goose shared a terrifying camping experience. He posted a photo showing their campsite after a huge tree fell and crushed both his car, his brother's car, and their tents. He mentioned that if the tree had fallen while they were sleeping in their tent, it would have been deadly. The incident was a traumatic experience for him.
That'll polish out, to be
because
fair.
his brother barely missed being hit by the tree.
How scary would
A
that have
group
been?
of friends were camping when one of them woke up to some disturbing sounds. He woke up the others and decided to take a look. What they found is absolutely horrifying. A grotesque creature crawls towards the group. Its appearance is a disturbing mix
What are you? You freak.
Of a gorilla and a deformed human. While some suspect it might be some weird-looking bear or gorilla, others believe it could be an unknown cryptid.
Why does it look happy, mate?
One night around 2 a.m., a camper had one of the worst camping experiences imaginable.
One of the worst episodes yet of why you think you want my job, but definitely don't really. Right now my tent is being dismantled by leafcutter ants. It's about 2 a.m. and I've been trying to sleep, and there's about 10 million leafcutter ants outside of this tent, and all they're doing is cutting leaf-size holes out of my tent. They are carrying away the nylon into the night, and because the leafcutter ants are working to dismantle every single thing that I own, they're opening up holes big enough for me to put my fist through, which means everything else in the Amazon is coming into my tent. And because of that, I keep turning on the lights. I just woke up because there's a leafcutter ant using its pincer jaws to bite my ear to try and carry off a piece.
He was struggling to sleep when his tent came under attack.
I do not, will not, ever like insects. Anything that can crawl with more than two legs. Crawl with two legs. That doesn't make sense. But anyway, anything that with more than two legs, anything that can fly, anything like, oh, get away from me now. Get away from me. Simples.
From a massive army of leafcutter ants.
Look at the size of
The
it.
camper's night got even worse when he saw a tarantula crawling near his face while he was trying to turn off the camera. In a Twitter thread, Gregory shares his chilling
tarantula
camping experience. Greg's story begins on November 30th, 2018, when he claims to have encountered something unusual while walking alone in the woods. He posts a photo of an animal skull mounted on a rock, surrounded by smaller rocks arranged in a ritualistic triangle. Feeling dizzy, he quickly turned to head home, but soon encountered something even more frightening. In the distance, he...
Why do people do... Why do people feel the need... And listen, excuse my language. Why do people feel the need to be fucking weird? You're just weird. What are you doing? What?
He spotted a hooded woman dressed in black, staring into nothing.
That's either hard drugs.
Greg says he had seen this woman before in the woods, though it had been weeks since the last
She's
sighting.
not real? I don't...
He hid behind a tree until she left, terrified that she might see him. After she disappeared into the forest, Greg rushed home, fearing she would appear again.
Yeah, in his room probably.
A man shares his love of hunting on his TikTok profile. He uses his night vision scope to reveal creatures hiding in the forest. Most of his videos show local wildlife like coyotes, deer, and bobcats. He is very familiar with the land and has never seen anything strange while hunting. But one evening, as he was using his night vision scope to scan the forest, he recorded something that he still can't explain.
Shoot it. Come on. What in the Alien vs Predator is that? I don't know that noise in my ear. Piss off.
What's even stranger is that he didn't see anyone with his naked eye. This camper set out to explore some wild caves on land previously owned by the Amish. With no marked path, he ventured deeper into the cave, which started off spacious, but...
Right. If there is no path, and there is a cave, and you are on your own, like, I think I speak for everyone when I say, don't go inside. Do you know how many people are no longer with us because they went exploring in caves? I don't know the exact figure, but I know it's more than one. It's a very obvious answer.
Soon became increasingly narrow.
It's getting smaller and smaller.
As he squeezed through the tight space,
Yeah, it's getting smaller and
he was
smaller, so you know
taken
what I'm going
aback
to do?
by an unexpected sight.
Carry on.
What the heck? Oh my. That's not something you see in a cave every day. Look at that. That's crazy. Takes up the whole cave. It's blocking the passage. The deer skull is blocking the passage. Oh no.
A deer skull blocking the way. He noticed the cave might lead to water, and with the tight passages and potential dangers, he decided it was
This makes
best
me feel
to turn
sick,
back.
mate. Yeah, good.
I'm afraid to move that big rock, but it looks like it drops down. Woo! It drops down to water. Has potential. I'm not doing that alone. It's already.
You're not doing that alone, no. But you're going to do the rest of it alone.
Out of the
Great.
It has potential. It looks like it drops down to water past that sketchy rock.
The thing is, I'm sure he's so good at it, and his content is probably unbelievable. Not my kind of content, I'm not going to lie. And I really hope he has all the success he ever needs, and that he's never in any danger. However, just stop. Stop. You're going to be unalive. You know what I mean?
This unusual and dramatic obstacle led the cave being named Deer Skull Cave.
Wonder where they got that from.
On September 16th, 2023, Reddit user Night Minute went camping with his family when he took this photo. Everything seemed normal until he reviewed the photo later. A face can be seen, seemingly looking up, positioned above the head of the blurry person closer to the camera.
Oh my god, I didn't even
Minute
see
asked
it.
the Reddit community.
I reference this person all the time. That is Voldemort, is it not? Was he not on the back of Tom Riddle's head? I need to grow up. Harry Potter is so good though. Anyway, what is... This person's like this, and there's a head on their head. Like this.
Whether this face might be an optical illusion, a lighting trick, or something more mysterious. This camper embarked on a solo trip deep into the jungle where everything seemed normal until strange events began to unfold. While setting up camp, someone or something can be seen in the background.
Oh Christ, on a bike, mate.
Later, after preparing dinner, he decided to eat inside his tent, unaware of the shadow that appeared behind him.
What?
His meal was interrupted by unsettling noises, prompting him to investigate. Then, something unexpected happened.
Oh Christ.
Feeling some relief after finding nothing in the bushes, he returned to his tent to settle in for the night. But once again, the strange sounds returned. As he tried to make sense of the noises, something appeared near his tent.
Hello? Allahu Akbar!
Despite these eerie encounters, he remained composed, assuming it was
Oh
just
my
an animal,
God.
and decided to sleep through the night. It wasn't until later, when he reviewed the footage, that he realized it was something far more sinister. A camera was driving down Angeles Crest Highway in California when
I am never, ever going camping. Ever. There's some people that have commented on my videos in the past, you guys, that have said, oh yeah, I solo camp all the time. Why? Please, please. I don't know why. Because that you are literally putting yourself at risk. I don't get it.
And this frightening moment changed his life.
I'd say he's going a bit fast, isn't he?
He swerves and loses control of the car.
He was going
The
way
drop
too
below
fast.
Can be as steep as 7,000 feet. Fortunately, the car stopped against a rock wall that was part of a drainage pipe, which saved his life. Remarkably, he wasn't hurt at all. Emergency responders said he was the
going way
luckiest
too
person
fast.
they had ever seen. The driver himself admitted he was distracted and feels as though he's been given a second chance at life. During their overnight,
I would say that has nothing to do with camping, however. Scary, terrifying, but nothing to do with camping.
stay in their van near the Grand Canyon National Park, this couple woke up to something terrifying.
We feel so safe in our bus that sometimes we forget the dangers that surround us.
Last night we stayed just outside the Grand Canyon National Park, and this morning we noticed that something had messed with our Starlink.
The boys found something kind of disturbing.
Is that a...
Get out of that. Go. We did some research, and what did we find out?
Mountain lions and black bears are pretty prevalent around here. To give you a little perspective, this is what we found within just 100 yards of our bus.
A 64-year-old man is recovering tonight after being attacked by a mountain lion.
Our dogs have been obsessed with this tree, freaking out, and Nick and I looked up, and we found deer legs. I don't know what could have done this. It's just really creepy.
Mate, there's an animal serial killer. Jeffrey Dahmer. But if it's an animal... Don't say it, Adam. Jeffrey Llama? No. No, just shut up. What is wrong with me?
After doing further research, which only freaked me out more, I decided to wake up at 5:30 in the morning to see if I could catch anything lurking outside. Here's what our dash camera caught.
I can't see anything other than a red arrow move.
Now, I don't know why I decided to do this, but I went out there to investigate. There is so much evidence of large predators out here. I don't like this. It just makes me really uncomfortable.
I don't like this. Do you know what she does?
They
Goes off on her
learned
own.
that mountain lions and black bears roamed the area. This was particularly unsettling because a 64-year-old man was recovering from a mountain lion attack.
I've seen this video as well.
100 yards
So
away
scary.
from where they had stayed. While camping, this Reddit user and a friend saw two
I know nothing about bears or coyotes or mountain lions or anything like that because in the UK we have like pigs and cows and sheep, but that is really it. If they're in their van, big thing that they sleep in, could a bear or a lion attack it enough to get in? I mean, you probably have to try quite hard, surely not?
2 or 3 small
Someone will
lights
know.
in
You
the
guys are
field.
from America, so you'll know.
These lights looked more like signal lights than car headlights, especially since it was around 11 p.m. and there was hardly any traffic in their village. As they got closer, they started hearing this.
Isn't there an animal that's like, ooh, ooh? Probably nothing like what I just did. Oh, this big stick is going to save me. People really do make me laugh, you know that.
Weird sci-fi-like sounds coming from the direction of the lights.
You are absolutely
They
well and
first
truly
thought it might be
flirting
birds,
with death.
even though they had never heard such sounds before. Given the late hour, this explanation was unlikely. When they got home, they found a scientific theory
Excuse me.
that the sounds might be caused by electromagnetic radio waves from particle collisions with the sun. This theory matched about 80% of the sounds they heard, but didn't explain the lights. A group was on a camping trip when they decided to explore the woods. What they encountered left them completely speechless.
Have this. Come on, let's go. Hey, come on, let's go.
What is that?
Come on.
I'm sorry, what the
A strange figure lurking behind a stack of logs. The figure looks like a woman, but something about it seems off and not quite human. If you look closely, it might appear translucent, almost as if it could be a ghost.
Oh mate, it's fucking shaking all like... No.
In 2013, explorer Frank, who shares his adventures on YouTube, had a scary experience in an old mine. This mine, which was built in the mid-1800s, is located near a large Victorian mine.
Okay, a little further inside the tunnel here. There's still water. You can see it really flowing here in front of me, right here, and this coming out here, out the tunnel. Yeah, this looks pretty sketchy. I'll go a few feet further in and check it out, but I'm gonna pass on this one.
No, yeah, good.
This is one of the creepiest mine tunnels I've ever been in, just because of how dilapidated it is and all these chains hanging down from the overhead, and there's a shot looking down the tunnel.
I can
even further, but
I've seen horror movies.
Still pretty wet.
I'm just waiting to see someone appear from the shadows, mate. There is...
And taking a look around here back at the entrance, which is there.
He's already so far in.
Here's a shot looking back towards the entrance. I'm a little bit further in. And looking down the tunnel here.
While filming, Frank turns around and notices that some chains hanging from the ceiling are swinging wildly, as if someone or something has recently passed through and hidden at the back of the tunnel. Frank appears quite unsettled by the swinging chains and comments that the tunnel is too wet and muddy to continue exploring.
Yeah, this
GTFO. Get the fridge out.
Mine definitely has a very spooky vibe to it. So I'm going to head back out and check out the other stuff that's here. This is just too wet and too muddy.
It's unclear whether this was his real reason for stopping or if the mine scared him too much.
Well, obviously it did.
A man was enjoying a peaceful hike.
Sketchy. And also, who is going to go in there? Who could potentially come out and get you if you was to visit? It's going to be a freaky weirdo with 4 eyes and 3 arms, and they're going to chase you.
Looking for a camping spot, when suddenly his calm adventure turned into a life-threatening situation. A mountain lion was chasing him. Without wasting any time, he ran for his life, trying to escape the predator. In a moment of desperation, he let out a powerful roar of his own, hoping to scare the lion away.
He did not...
Oh shit! Hey!
He did not run.
Fortunately, it worked, and the mountain lion retreated, leaving him safe.
He goes to school the next day. He is the coolest guy ever. Well, you just roared a lion and it ran away. Is he the king of the jungle now? Like, what happens?
But shaken.
I don't know how it works.
2 women were relaxing and having fun in a pool at the campsite when they recorded this video.
Okay.
If you look closely at the back of the first woman's shoulder and zoom in, something strange becomes visible. It could be just a trick of the light or our minds playing tricks, but it looks like someone is peeking out from the bushes. During a relaxing swim in the lake, the campers were caught off guard when this happened. While driving home from a camping trip late at night, a man noticed something strange by the side of the road. He described seeing a woman in elegant clothing
that last video is like
along the deserted road.
A bit weird.
He stopped his car for a few minutes, hoping she might come closer, but she remained in the same area, continuing to walk without approaching him. The woman's strange and stationary presence left him feeling uneasy. While camping in the abandoned Dulu village,
these are like some no context ones. I might even title it "No Context Camping Trip," potentially. But what was that woman doing? Just stood there, mate. Looked like she had the invisibility cloak on.
YouTuber crew from Hankardi stumbled upon something unsettling.
Oy. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Huh?
Bazı Rabbine nasıl bir şey nasıl var? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Oğlum biliyor yanında.
The crew found a woman who led them to a dark, shadowy figure hiding behind a corner.
Sen ne yapıyorsun burada ya?
Ben her yerde geziyorum.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Oğlum. Ne oluyor lan?
Bro, they don't go. Surely they don't go in.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Gel.
When they got closer, the figure vanished, but later reappeared in a downstairs window.
Abi ne oluyor?
Benim sevgilim gel buraya.
Şaka mı bu? Baksana adama baksana kanka. Çok toz stres. Oğlum bu da yemek şu an. Oh gidiyor.
The figure only appeared as a shadowy form. As the woman talked to the crew, her silent husband stood with his back to the camera. Suddenly, she began yelling at the crew and throwing things.
Ay çok gidin yeter. Hadi.
Abi Abi bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Hadi gidin abi. Yeter peşimden gidin. Gelmeyin artık.
Daha bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Oha adam dışarı çıktı.
After being chased around, the crew saw the figure in the window once more.
Burada duruyoruz. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Anam bu ne böyle ya? Kafayı yiyeceğim.
Have they caught a shadow man as a pet? What?
Abi.
But its true nature remained unclear. Reddit user Repulsive Mirror 365 shared a frightening video from Mathanga Wildlife Sanctuary in Wayanad, Kerala, India.
Oh my god.
Two motorcyclists are suddenly pursued by a tiger. The big cat chases them for a short while before disappearing back into the forest. A man was having an ordinary day in the woods.
What, mate?
when
This
he
video is
suddenly felt like
ridiculous.
someone or something was nearby. Since it was a remote area where people rarely visit, he decided to take out his camera and start recording. As he filmed, he caught a glimpse of something moving quickly behind the trees.
There. Do you see it?
The clip is blurry, but the creature's speed and height made it seem like it wasn't human. This footage was captured by a family late at night.
Hold on, right, first of all, can we please get some better cameras? Please, I'm asking nicely.
Near their cabin in the woods. They were woken up by their dog barking frantically, and when they checked, they were deeply unsettled. Behind the fence stood three small creatures, about 3 to 4 feet tall. Their pale skin seemed to glow in the dark, and they stood eerily still, all facing the house. At first, many believed they were dolls, but then one of the creatures moved an arm. It all looks a little strange to me, so I'm guessing it's a hoax. But who knows?
Man, I don't know your thoughts, guys. I fully believe in aliens. Like, without any doubts. Like, ghosts and stuff, I'm a bit like, I've had some weird experiences and stuff that you can't really explain and all that sort of stuff. But with aliens, it's like, you can't think that we are the only planet in the entire universe with life on it. That is such a really narrow-minded way of thinking, I think, anyway. Mate, it's so weird, like, all the evidence that they have. I would love to know for sure. Not me, I don't want to meet them. I don't want to meet you, alright?
In 2014, two Dutch college students were visiting Panama and decided to take their host family's dog for a hike. The dog came back, but the two girls did not. After 10 weeks with no new information, a local woman handed over a blue backpack that belonged to the girls. Inside the backpack were their cell phones and camera. Checking the call history revealed that the girls had tried to call emergency services 77 times, but none of the calls went through. This started just hours after they left. It was also discovered that 5 days later, someone had tried several times to unlock the girls' phones without success. The most shocking find was on the camera. The first set of photos, taken on the day they left, was normal. However, the second set of photos, taken over a week later in the dead of night, included an image showing one of the girls' hair. Following that, there were around 90 pictures like these. It has been suggested that these pictures may have been taken as a way to guide themselves through the darkness using the camera's flash as a light source. Eventually, their remains were found scattered around the area where the backpack was found, and some bones looked like they had been bleached. Sadly, there is still no official cause of death or explanation for what happened to them. In Dartford, this woman had a really weird experience.
Would you be able to see your hurry up, please? Thank you. Because you're actually in my garden. Thank you. Honestly, just at you.
A man was camping in her front yard.
Mate, someone did this at our school. My secondary school that I went to, or high school. Someone camped just outside the school grounds. But he was nothing to do with the school. He was just camping. Like, is that not fucking weird? You're camping outside a school. Freak.
The surprising event was caught on her Ring doorbell camera, which showed the man sleeping
Fair
inside
play
the
to her,
tent
though.
he had set up on her property. Two farmers in Mexico were startled in the middle of the night by their distressed goats. They quickly went outside to investigate and discovered a strange black creature clinging to one of their goats' necks.
What?
Despite their efforts to remove it, the creature finally released its grip and scurried off into the woods. One farmer tried to chase it, but it disappeared into thin air. The identity and origin of this mysterious creature remain unknown. Now, for more chills, watch this next video.
No. Mystery Man is just confirming every single fear I have about camping, especially solo camping. I can't even solo make lunch, let alone go camping. That is just no. But great video. I like the video. And if you like the video, please like the video. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.